Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Oh. Kann er mal da? Geht sie eigentlich raus? Nö. Und die Uhr tickt auch nicht mehr. Gepiepe geht mir auf den Keks.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable. The end is never the end, 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 is
Wieso tropft das hier hinten rein? Hey. Ich glaube, das Haus zerfällt langsam. Ah, ist wieder Tag. Cool. Oh. Wird das jetzt zum Horrorspiel? Oh. Kamera ist auch so irgendwie schief. Oh. Alles nur noch Wüste. Kann das Haus nicht betreten. Ich weiß ja gar nicht, wo wir hinlaufen sollen. Können wir spulen? Nein, wir können nicht mehr spulen. Wenn man wüsste, wie spät es ist, könnten wir die Himmelsrichtung etwas bestimmen. Gut, ist es wieder montags.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ja,
What
ja.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Hier ist mein Schild aufgefallen. Fahren wir jetzt da lang? Nee, wieder da lang.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Cool.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams
Cool, verschiedene
progress and
Sprachen.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Time to wake up. New hotness. Cool red section of the chart. Das. Win-win.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Voll cool.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Merchandise.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Wahrscheinlich wäre es egal gewesen, was ich ausgewählt hat.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay, dann gibt's Achievements. Unendliches Loch. Sammelobjekte. Ich gehe erstmal ins unendliche Loch. Hold the level, receive your new achievement. No more steps.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay. Wir kriegen das Achievement nicht.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump Cycle. Aber das haben wir ja schon gemacht, deswegen...
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Gut, wir können nicht springen. Weil wir haben es ja schon gemacht, also... Wahrscheinlich hätten wir hier nochmal springen können. So... Unendliches Loch, zeigt das hier nach rechts. Gratiserfolg. Sammelobjekte. Dann gehen wir erstmal Sammelobjekte.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Cool. Eins von 6? Gibt es die Figuren hier
God, it really
wirklich?
is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
You are hier. So. Also, Free Achievement haben wir schon gemacht. Button says name. Button says name. Das ist, ja, da hinten sind die Treppen. Warte mal, da sind die Treppen. Das heißt, ich muss da lang. Ach komm, wir gehen erstmal ins schwarze Loch. Wollte ich ja vor uns schon hin. Ich dachte, das wäre da. Ist aber schlecht beschildert hier.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Wir dürfen nicht springen. Dabei habe ich mich schon so gefreut. Oder doch?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Alles klar. So. Da hinten war ja Exit, dann gehen wir hier hin. Das ist richtig?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Give it a try.